Welcome to a lightning talk about modernization to space-based systems. I'm Lindsay Armstrong and I'm with the National Hydrological Service of Canada. So what is the issue? Well, data users, governments, and forecasters continue to develop sophisticated new modeling applications in environmental monitoring. These new products require a combination of various data sets from various sources to see the bigger picture they're after. However, data combination requires that data be compatible in format, unit, and resolution. And most water level data, specifically in terms of water survey, is often expressed as meters above sea level. But have you ever asked yourself where exactly is sea level? It's kind of a hard question to answer. It depends on where we're talking. Where are we? Is sea level the same across the world, across a day, over time? The moon causes tides. There's all kinds of factors here. Where exactly is sea level? Well, for the last 100 years, we've been using a terrestrial-based datum called CGBD 28, and it attempts to sea level by leveling sea level as it occurs on the east coast of Canada and running level lines all the way across our country to the other side of the coast. And this was very difficult. When we got to the other side of the country, it seemed that sea level didn't appear to be the same on that side. What we did was we continued to move around the country, making more and more level lines, updating all of the 90,000 benchmarks we dropped over literal hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and over, as you can see here, many, many decades. It was a big job, and it cost a lot of money. There's also one really important factor that we need to take into account here, just isostatic rebound. The absence of glaciers in our recent geological past in North America, and as well, I know this is also an important factor for our friends in Scandinavia and Northern Europe, that the absence of the ice actually causes a whole lot of planetary rebound. That means that our elevations are changing all the time. It's very, very difficult to track, especially when we're trying to level these elevations over our country and keep them up to date. Kind of feels like we're chasing a moving target sometimes, and it seems like we might need a better way. And now we have it. We have moved to space. We are no longer chasing a common sea level. We're going to be using gravity. Differential gravity from satellites measured over our planet. Let us agree upon a common location that we're going to decide. Let's all together make this our zero reference, and it's something close to sea level, but the Canadian and our American counterparts agreed in 2012 we're going to use this particular gravity pull, and that is going to be our new common reference, so we can all be speaking the same language, if you will. So this is what it looks like, and the difference is huge. We now have full geodetic coverage with CGBD 2013 because we've moved from a 2D lines and points vectorized product towards a 3D rasterized grid, which means pixels. We now have a value in every single location in the country. Doesn't matter where you are. We're up here in space. We can see anything we like with our new virtual benchmarks. So how exactly do we move from a terrestrial perspective to a space-based one? We can't very well launch ourselves into space. How do we accomplish this? What we do is we have a GNSS occupation on every active station in our network. It's going to take a lot of time, but slowly but surely, we're going to put an instrument on every single station in our active network and find out from the geoid model I showed in the last frame where exactly our elevation is above the gravitational common sea level. This is going to give us conversion factors that allow us to dictate how much we need to add or subtract from our raw data coming out of our gauges to make everybody on the same datum, the same language, so we can all combine our data together amongst themselves as well as with other data types, which is very, very good. Who will benefit? So many will benefit. The shipping industry, the power generators, agriculture and irrigation, weather and climate academics, water resource managers, perhaps such like yourself, and public safety government agencies. Basically, you, me, and everyone. Any questions?